Yeah, Video Joe here again. We're gonna seal some floors today. And I've shown you this before, but I'm gonna show you a little bit faster way to use this when you're sealing your floors. Sealing like your tile floors. You know, you gotta do that every once in a while. It's a good way to keep them maintained so that you can clean them easier and they'll last longer, making them look nice and clean and new every couple years. Seal your floors, and I'll show you that in a minute. Ah, yes. If you have a shower area too, you can seal that. I cleaned this yesterday and I just applied the first coat of sealer. It's still wet down here on the floor. See the milky color? Most sealers are kind of milky when you put them on, and then as it dries, it clears. It gets clear. Okay? Yeah, I can show you how to do that too. Well, I'm doing this on the fly. I wish I had somebody to run around with me to run the camera while I'm doing this. You know, one of these days, if I make enough money doing this, I can do that. As for now, my tripod is going to be my best friend. Okay? And you might also be wondering, now let me get some on here. So I'm just going to dip in a little bit. I don't want to get too fancy with that. And as I put it on, I don't want to go too fast because I don't want to flip that stuff up, the sealer up on the wall or anything. Okay, as I go, I just want to concentrate on the joints. And that's another reason why I use my 4-inch, because I can press it right in there, see? I just concentrate on that first, because if you don't do that, if you just put it on like this thinking it's going to go into the grooves, lots of times you miss bits, okay? So I'm just going to do a section at a time. Once I know I've got all my seams in there, I'm just going to go over the surface gently, and I'm going to leave it just like that. And there's still little bits here and there, but when it dries, it's going to dry clear. Okay, I used to, if you see my other videos of this, I would go like that and then get this clean, and then I jump back there and do this and try to get everything out of the joints and stuff. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that at all. Okay, got a little bit on my roller. I'm just going to push it out there, and then I'm going to kind of work it in. Okay, see I've got all this extra, now I can kind of take that on my roller and push it over here and get it on that one. And after you have a little bit on there, okay, now I know I've got all the seams in this area done, right? Now I can go back and just light touch. I'm just going to go over the tiles. That's all I'm going to do in that one little section. Okay, now I can keep going over here. Get pressing right in the joints. Concentrate on the grout lines first. Okay, now I can go over the front. I'm just doing it light, easy touch, blend it all in. See there? Just like that. There's going to be some high and lows on the tiles. That's okay. You can leave the rest. Just like that. That little section is done, and I can continue over here. Okay, let's do some more. Okay, right here, I'm going to try to stay out of the way of the camera, and I try to situate my little paint tray so I don't have to move it very often in here. I'm going to end up moving it once or twice, and that's it. And I'm just kind of depressing on here on the seams. I can go over the top too a little bit. I just want to concentrate on that first. Okay, that one little section. And I can leave that, and I can work on the next section. Okay, I don't have to do anything more to that. And I keep dipping into my paint tray just a little bit. And I pick up some more sealer. And I don't want to take all of it out of my roller at any one time. I'm just going to dip some more, put some more on. That way I have about the same amount on here everywhere, okay? I don't want to get it too thin in certain spots, okay? Now I know all the joints are done, right? And basically the top is done too, okay? So now I'm going to just go going back. Nice and easy. I'm not going to depress on it very hard. See how I'm just holding it a little bit tighter than that, just a hair, you know. Nice easy strokes. How long did that take you? How many minutes out of your life did it take to learn how to do it right? Not very many. Now see, that's not enough to hurt a fly, that little bit in the joints. Once that dries, it's going to dry clear. You just don't want to build it up like a 1/4 inch or any more than that. If you got a big depression, you don't want to leave too much. If you puddle too much, too thick, then it's going to dry milky, okay? When you get a little bit on here, that's fine. It's going to dry clear. Now I can move that over here. And I'll just do a little section right in here to finish that up. Always concentrating on knowing where I'm stopping and starting. And because I've done the cut in around the walls 4 inches, I don't have to get way too close and think, oh, I have to get real close or else somebody's going to see where I didn't cut it in with the paintbrush. That's why you want to cut it in, 4 inches or so. I use my throwaway 4-inch paintbrush. I used to use a 3-inch throwaway paintbrush. But, you can try that first when you feel like you're knowing how to use it and stuff. Then you can graduate. Ooh, you can graduate to the big boys and do the 4-inch paintbrush. And then it cuts your time, okay? And just like that. Now I'm going over the top. Had I just gone over the top like this the whole way, you could see how that would not get in all the grooves. And does it matter if it gets all in the grooves? Of course it does, because when this dries, if you don't get it all in the grooves, and you get little splotches here and there, your grout color is not going to be the same all the way. It's going to be splotchy where you've got the sealer, where you don't have the sealer. So remember that. Now that bathroom wasn't very big, but look, I'm almost done with it. Just a few more tiles here to go. And now I can set this outside the door right on the car. Well, actually, I'm going to go right here. That way I don't have to reach out too far. I mean, I could really do it, but if you don't want to reach, you can come out 3 tiles or so, And I've got my phone in here. Now I can grab my phone, my coffee and stuff. And then I don't have to walk on the tile, with it being wet. Now this sealer, how long does it take to dry? It doesn't take that long. Depends. I'll have to open the windows, have a ceiling fan in the next room, and it'll be dry enough to walk on, probably in an hour or so. It just depends. And I usually wait about 3 hours before I put a second coat on. If I put the second coat on, I'm going to do it slightly different. So you might want to watch that too. Okay, I'll do another video after this one. See, I'm just getting it down in the cracks. Kind of pushing hard. I want to get them in there. That's why I like using this 4-inch. And it's a sponge roller. Okay, kind of even out some of the sealer there. Now I can go back and I can just go over the entire thing once real quick. Light touch here, not heavy. I'm just trying to get the excess blended in, and that's it. Okay, now I can do the last bit. And because I cut in down here, I can put my paint tray, you know, right on the edge there, because last thing you want to do is spill this stuff on your carpet. Okay, remember I came out about this far from the door, so now I don't have to get too close to the edge of the door. Right? I still want to be careful, because if you hit a high edge, you could take your sealer and splat it up against the door. If you do that, just take a rag, make sure you have a rag with you, and wipe it off. Okay. I'm just going to dip a little bit more, and then I wipe off some of the excess and push it on there. And you know what? I don't think I got this behind the door. Just quickly do that. Let's see, with the paintbrush, I could have came back at an angle, but you just have to remember where you go and where you stop. See, I'm coming at an angle to the baseboard, and it doesn't really matter because I came out so far with the paintbrush, remember? 4 inches, 4 to 6 inches or so. Make sure I get everything. Yeah. And I'll go back lightly, blend it in. There you go. Doesn't that look nice? You've done it. Here's a question you might have. Hey Joe, we've already seen this. You have this on your YouTube channel. What the heck? Why are you doing one again? Well, you know, I might be giving you some bits and pieces, some different tips of something that you didn't get in the other video, or just as a refresher course. And for those of you out there, I'm specifically talking to you now. If you're trying to put more content on your YouTube channel, if you've already done one video of something and you're gonna do something similar, and you're thinking, oh, I don't have to do a video of that because I've already done one like that. Well, maybe you might want to think about doing one, and then you can title it differently. I'm going to title these a little bit different than the other ones that I have on my YouTube channel. So when people are searching for something on how to seal a tile floor, if I put the title slightly different than my other ones, somebody might find this one instead of finding the other one. So it's always good. If you got more content and it's similar and you want to share it, go for it.